welcome to Out and About in Ireland on irishtv.ie. And what a wonderful, wonderful programme we have in store for you over the next hour. I hope you can stay with us. We're coming to you from the beautiful seaside resort of Enniscrone in County Sligo, and we're here for the All-Ireland Shore Angling Final. So over the next hour, some wonderful fishing, great characters to meet, and we'll also try and bring you a little bit of music. As always, all you have to do is sit back and relax as we take you out and about in Ireland. Great crowd here in Enniscrone for the All-Ireland Sea Angling Championships, shore angling on this occasion. Now, I'm delighted to be joined by Pat Walsh, the President of the Irish Federation of Sea Anglers, to talk a little bit about the national scene. And beside him is Trasa Brannock, who is the Chairperson of the Connacht Provincial Council for Sea Anglers. Pat, first off, give us an overview from the national point of view.
Well, the national point of view is this year has been a very successful year. Some of our anglers went abroad and came back with silver, and more of us went to England and we came back with silver. We were second in the nations.
What kind of numbers are we looking at around the country, and where is sea angling strong?
Sea angling is strong, very strong in the west of Ireland, very strong down in Leinster, and it's really strong down in Munster, Cove Harbour, Cahersiveen. It's really good down there.
People will always say that an island nation, we should be utilising our seas a lot more.
Well, you have a point there, but the fact of the matter is it's very expensive angling. It's more expensive than golfing, and we do our best to keep the prices down. Boats is the problem with us because they're 400 to 500 a day, and it isn't a lot of money because the diesel, the price it is, and they don't be out the whole summer, you know. So if things were a bit more flexible and diesel cheaper, we'd have more people angling.
What do you enjoy about it yourself, and what are the anglers here today? Why are they here in such strong numbers?
We're very lucky. We have a subcommittee of the Connacht Council, Peter Atkins, Mike Curtin, Brian Reedy, and a couple of more lads. They've really built it up, and they have 120 anglers out today, shore anglers, and that is something. You know, that is something.
Trasa, just coming to the provincial scene, looking out here and the interest and the motivation and that whole determination, looking at the fishermen going out, isn't it great to see that passion they have for it?
But it's in their blood. They can't help it. They really can't. They get up in the morning, they go out digging for bait, they go out morning, noon and night, and they come in, and all they're worrying about is their bait, and then their competition. And the one beautiful thing about the shore angling especially, it has really taken off in Connacht. Connacht were hosting this competition today, and we gave it to Galway Bay SSC, and they could not have done a better job. And I must congratulate both Mike Curtin, chairman of the Galway Bay SSC, Peter Atkins, Brian Reedy, and all the helpers, but they are just fantastic. And the only drawback we have now is the boat competitions, because of the cost of the boats. So we have to try and do something. You see, there was a time when we could use the trawlers and the half-deckers. We can't do that anymore. But to try and bring back boat angling, we have to try and do something about that.
How important is angling to Irish tourism, Trasa?
Well, I was at a meeting in Dublin 2 years ago, and Board Fáilte, or Fáilte Ireland, whatever they like to call themselves, they told us that angling brings in more revenue than golf into the country. So isn't that important? They're the things that we should think about. But we're not getting the sponsorship, we're not getting the help. I don't know why.
It's not a spectator.
It's not a spectator sport.
Where did your own interest come from?
Well, I grew up in Currall. I was born and bred in Currall, and we went out fishing in a punt when we were only children. My grandfather was the captain of the hookers going up and down to Westport, and you see, it's in our blood.
Well, listen, thank you so much, and well done, because I know you'll be the first to say it's a big, big team effort to keep angling strong and to promote it here in Ireland.
It is getting more difficult by the day.
Can I finish on this note? I'd like to thank you for putting us on the map, as we say, and I hope you keep at it. And there's one other thing, you might have to cut it out, but a great friend of mine is in hospital at the moment, Ray Sheehan. He owns the Houston's Tackle Shop in Westport. I'd like to wish him well.
Pat, Tressa, thank you so much, and we're looking forward to the afternoon here in Enniscrone.
Thank you very much, Pierce. Agus go to Mila Maigut.
Gurmaigat Hain, Pat Walsh, the President of the Irish Federation of Sea Anglers, and Tressa Brannock, Chairperson of the Connacht Provincial Council. Now, they did mention that the anglers are here. They're heading down onto the beach here in Enniscrone. We're going to catch up with some of them and look at them as they're preparing for the afternoon of fishing. Lots of anglers to talk to as well throughout the programme this evening.
My name's Joe Muir. I'm from Cork, originally Scotland, but I'm from Cork, and the reason I'm up in Sligo is to fish the O Island. Well, I'm no fishing, but my son Jordan, he's up to fish it, so he's hoping to get it 3 in a row this year.
Tell us a little bit about your own interest in angling. How did that come about?
Mostly just joining the local clubs in Cork, you know, Duniol, the Bass Club, Great Island, the Hada. I fished with them for maybe 10 years or more, but then the son started getting into it, so I'm more running about trying to take him to competitions now.
What do you like about it yourself?
The challenge and getting things right, and when you know you've done it all right and you catch the fish.
Now, you've competed. Tell us a little bit about what you've won over the last few years.
I won the Morris Dalton 2 years in a row, and I was fishing on the Irish international team last year. I went over to Dover in England and we came second.
What does it take to be a good angler? Is it just luck, or is there a little bit of technique as well, Jordan?
Knowledge of the beach and how to catch certain fish, and bait comes into it a lot, and getting the right rigs, practice, motivation, and just keep going.
I fish a small bit myself, not so much. I don't compete in the competitions anymore. There's too many good anglers out there, so I can never keep up with them.
You must be very proud of Jordan.
Oh, I am, yeah. He's done really well. As I say, he's on the Munster team this year again, fishing for Munster, and he'll be fishing into provisionals in Morris Castle in February, and that'll be against Ulster, Leinster and Connacht, and then they pick the best 5 from that to represent the Irish international team.
The best of luck, Jordan.
Thanks.
Best of luck to Dad as well, and a safe trip home. I know he's driving you yet. You have to thank him now officially on telly.
Thanks, Joe.
It's an absolute huge occasion for us. Connacht Council approached us earlier on the year and asked us to take on this competition. It's the premier competition within our federation, so we're absolutely delighted to host it on behalf of the Connacht Council. We have about 120 anglers turning up to fish this competition from all parts of the country, north, south, Wexford to Belfast, Donegal down to Cork. So yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to be hosting that, and we're looking forward to the day ahead of us.
What can we expect now this afternoon?
Well, we have anglers from the very top of the field, from international anglers that have won medals at World Championships. Even this year, our Irish team won bronze at the World Championships. So we have probably maybe 20 guys out there who can compete at the world top level. And in saying that, we also have anglers who love their fishing, who try and get out every weekend and just enjoy being out in the elements and trying to catch a few fish.
Is it a pastime, or is it a little bit of a full-time profession for some people?
For those who are involved in it at the higher end of the competition scale, it is more or less a professional sport. It's not recognised as a professional sport, but the guys at that level do compete against international teams who are professional. In saying that, the guys, as I said, that love their everyday angling, they just love being out and love trying to catch a few fish, and I think it's a huge compliment that both can actually walk onto a beach and fish side by side and enjoy it. There's actually 3 competitions on here today. We have the All-Ireland Open Shore, which any member of the Federation can actually turn up here today and fish this competition. There is actually no qualifying role that they have to go through to take part in today's competition. We also have the Interprovincials, which is on today, which is the 4 provincial teams, Ulster, Munster, Leinster and Connacht, and it's a 5-man team event. Now those guys that would qualify for those teams would have to qualify through their province to make their provincial team. So there's a lot up there for grabs today too, bragging rights within the provinces, so we're expecting a tight match there in that one. The main species we'll be fishing for today are mainly flounder and turbot. Coalfish may turn up in the dark, but they are going to be our mainstay. We reckon the winner should have anywhere around maybe 15 to 20 fish to win it. The West Coast really is only starting to open up as far as angling and angling competitions is concerned, and we have a huge amount to offer anglers in the West Coast. So for us, it's a case of trying to get more people involved, especially our youths. Our youths are hugely important to us. We have the youth sections, and we really need to facilitate them a little bit better. Parents, mother, dads, come with their sons and daughters. We actually have one woman here fishing with us today. We have 10 or 15 juniors, we have senior men. So it is a case of all of us helping each other out to promote it.
Finally, what do you enjoy about it yourself?
Personally, myself, I'd say it has to be the competitive side of it. That would have to be the part for me. But getting to meet all the guys and building up relationships over the years from, as I said, from Donegal down to Cork, and just all these guys getting together on a day like today and enjoying a bit of fishing and enjoying a bit of fun afterwards.